Halloween is October 31st, and that's a day when kids dress up in costumes and go around to trunk or treat or trick or treat and get lots of yummy candy. So today we're going to share a couple of fun stories, not too scary, but some fun stories about Halloween. The first one is The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. It's by Linda Williams, and it's illustrated by Megan Lloyd. And we've shared this story before, but it's a real favorite, so we're going to use it again today. The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. This story also has some places that you can participate in it, so I'll prompt you when it's the right time. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs, spices, nuts, and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a sliver of moon shining through the night, and the little old lady started to walk home. Suddenly she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were two big shoes, and the shoes went clomp, clomp. Can you do that? Clomp, clomp. See the shoes? Just the shoes in the path. Get out of my way, you two big shoes, she said. I'm not afraid of you. On she walked down the path, but behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. A little farther on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants, and the pants went wiggle, 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 wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants, she said. I'm not afraid of you. And she walked on, but behind her, she could hear, you see the little old lady with the shoes and the pants? She could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt, and the shirt went shake, 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 shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt, she said. I'm not afraid of you. And on she walked a little bit faster, but behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. The little old lady a little ways on, the little old lady came upon two white gloves, and the two white gloves went clap, clap. And the hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you two white gloves and you tall black cat. I'm not afraid of you, she said. And on she walked, but just a little bit faster. But behind her, she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. And one hat go nod, nod. Now the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a huge, very orange and very scary pumpkin head. And the head went boo, boo. This time the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could and didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. She sat in her chair by the fire and she rocked and she rocked. It was so quiet in her cottage before the knock, knock came on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid of anything. So she went to the door and opened it, and what do you think she saw? Two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt goes shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod nod. One scary pumpkin head go boo boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? We've come to scare you, said the pumpkin head. You can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us, said the pumpkin head, looking suddenly very unhappy. I have an idea, said the little old lady, and she whispered in the pumpkin's ear. The pumpkin head nodded, and his face seemed to brighten. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. The next morning she woke up early. She went to her window and looked out into her garden, and what do you think she saw? 2 shoes go clomp clomp, 1 pair of pants go wiggle wiggle, 1 shirt goes shake shake, 2 white gloves go clap clap, 1 hat go nod nod, and 1 scary pumpkin head say boo boo. And they scared all the crows away. So the scary pumpkin head became a scarecrow. I hope you enjoyed this story, The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. This book is Creepy Crayons, written by Reynolds, and the pictures are by Peter Brown. And I think you're going to love this story. It's a lot of fun. Creepy Crayons. I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever seen any creepy crayons. Jasper Rabbit was struggling in school. He was flunking math. He was failing spelling. The only subject he was passing was art. Jasper needed some serious help. And that's when he found the crayon. It was purple, pointy, and perfect. And somehow the crayon looked happy to see him. That night, Jasper knew he had to study for his spelling test, but Tales from the Carrot Patch was on. By the time it was over, he was too tired to study. The test was a disaster. Jasper couldn't remember how to spell a single word. And that's when he noticed something strange. Jasper picked up the crayon. Immediately, he spelled all the words correctly. Can you see? They're all spelled in purple crayon over here correctly. When he got his test back, he got an A+ and a sticker. The crayon looked pleased. Creepy, but cool. After dinner, Jasper settled in to play Bunny Brawl 3. Math homework first, said Dad. Fine, moaned Jasper. And that's when he saw it, scrawled in peculiar purple penmanship. Who needs math when you have Bunny Brawl 3? 3 hours later, he fell asleep, his game in one hand and his purple crayon in the other. So I don't think Jasper did his math homework. When Mrs. Lopshire announced a surprise math quiz, Jasper panicked. He reached for the pencil, but instead his hand wrapped around the crayon. Suddenly, math seemed easy. He knew when to carry the one. He knew when to borrow from the bigger numbers. It was like the crayon knew exactly what to do. After the quiz, he saw it, written on his backpack. Jasper and Crayon forever. Jasper felt a shiver go up his spine. The next day was the deadline for the poster contest. Jasper had been working on his entry for weeks. It needed just a few finishing touches. The purple crayon rolled across the table, all by itself, but Jasper ignored it. Don't ignore me, said the purple crayon. He shuddered. He scrubbed the writing off the table. He zipped the crayon into his pencil case. He tried to forget all about the purple crayon. But when he woke up the next day, his precious artwork was better than ever. What color is it? It's all purple. It was a horrifying masterpiece in purple. Fantastic work, said Mr. Hoppypot. You should be very proud. But Jasper didn't feel proud. He felt eked out, freaked out, creeped out. So he won the prize, but he's a little weirded out by the purple crayon. When he got home, Jasper descended into the deepest, darkest corner of the basement. He put the crayon in a dusty box and locked it tight. He went to bed feeling much better that night. But when he woke up the next morning, there on the window, on the mirror, "You need me." The purple crayon had escaped. And in his pencil case, the purple crayon, it looked happy to see him. That day, Jasper got all A+. It was terrible because the purple crayon is doing all the work. Enough was enough. Jasper snapped the creepy crayon in two, broke it in two. He melted it in the microwave, and he threw it in the garbage. He drifted to sleep that night, feeling relieved. But when he woke up, there, on his wall, it was a mural of him graduating from elementary school with straight A's. And worst of all, it was really, really well drawn. And next to it, the creepy crayon, purple, pointy, and perfect. All day, no matter what Jasper did, the creepy crayon was there, looking oh so pleased. In his hand, as he aced his vocabulary quiz, in his pocket, as Mrs. Lopshire named him the most improved student. In the crowd, as the school celebrated Jasper in a special assembly. Things were spinning out of control. Jasper couldn't take it anymore. When he got home, he ran straight to the toilet, and he threw the crayon in. It just floated there, spinning. It did not look happy to see him. And then Jasper saw it, scribbled inside the bowl, "Don't you dare." And Jasper dared. He flushed the purple crayon down the toilet. That evening, Tales from the Carrot Patch was on, but Jasper studied for his spelling test. His eyes kept darting to the pencil case. No creepy crayon. He flung the toilet lid up. No creepy crayon. He got into his bed, nervously watching his walls. No creepy crayon. During the test, Jasper spelled ocean wrong, but he spelled courage right. He got a C+. It was glorious. It wasn't an A, but it was his. He headed home from school that day, finally feeling free. Far, far away was an old sewer pipe. Out and away floated a purple crayon. Slowly, silently, it drifted for days and weeks. There it is in the ocean. One thing was clear. The creepy crayon would never cause trouble ever again. Except that's when Elliot Pelican spotted a creepy purple crayon. It was purple, it was pointy, and perfect. And somehow, it looked happy to see him. How do you think you would feel? Would you like having a creepy purple crayon to answer all of your test questions? Might be a little scary, just like Jasper thought it was. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween.